is going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Shout out to the Qofy gang for being here, being involved and being active. Today we are back and Humphrey is back with Don McLean, the legend who broke out with the hit song from 1971, American Pie. I'm excited because I am currently waiting for it to start now, so you might hear it go off on the premiere. You might hear it start going off. Anyway guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have any other recommendations, let me know in the comment sections below or slide on my DMs on Instagram. Thank you guys for shouting me out. Thank you guys for letting me know that they are going to premiere it, and now I'm happy. It's a long time since I did a premiere with you guys, so yes, I'm excited. Without much ado, let us wait. Let us wait for the premiere of American Pie with the #1 legend Don McLean featuring Humphrey. Let's go. And now, as we are waiting, I am going to do a little bit of history for who Don McLean is, because this will be my first time knowing this guy. Alright, so Don McLean, the legend, was born in October 1945, October 2nd, and he's best known for this song, American Pie, which I was right in 1971. At 8.5 minute folk rock. Okay, it's 8.5 minutes long. That is really exciting. 8.5 minutes of Humphrey. Rah, that's gonna be good. Folk rock, cultural touchstone about the loss of innocence of the early rock and roll generations. Oh, right. Interesting. So this is it carries a message. Anyway, let's go.
A long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step.
Where's Adam?
I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died.
Yes.
So bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above?
Okay.
If the Bible tells you so, or do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage drunken buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. That's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice
Adam's crazy, man,
that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, down. The jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, but no verdict was returned. And while Lyndon read a book on Marx, the courts had practice in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark of the day. The music died. We were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter skelter in a summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fallout shelter. 8 miles high and falling fast. It landed foul on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass with the jester on the sidelines in a cast. Now the halftime air was sweet perfume while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance, oh, but we never got the chance, cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed today? The music died. We started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, and there we were all in one place.
I like Tim.
A generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, cause fire is the devil's only friend. Oh, and as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fist of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night,
that's crazy,
to
man.
light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight. The day the music died, and he was singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues.
Okay.
And I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away.
I love that first dinner.
And I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play.
He's got a nice voice.
In the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken. And the 3 men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast. The day the music died, and they were singing bye bye Miss American Pie.
Oh, it's a different
Chevy
vibe.
to the levee, but
Adam
the
is singing
levee
now.
was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die.
That was so cool. Yo, that was mad. Okay. Listen, I like so many things about this. There's so many things I liked about this. Rah. I like Don's voice as well. Don's voice was obviously his song. It really fit his vibe, his voice and everything. And especially there were some bits that he was doing that speech music thing where he kind of like stops singing but then he speaks in the music form. Yeah, he does that as well. And it's a very old folk style singing, isn't it? So yeah, really cool.
And maybe they'd be happy for a while, but February made me shiver with every paper.
I love the reverb that they leave in the background, and especially the monotones that Austin has been doing. That let's look at the start, because that's what they were doing at the start, and I think we missed the start because it started and we're like, oh, we're late. But yeah, so we started with that.
A long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile.
Still going.
And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step.
Nice.
I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died.
Obviously love the hum, and I like the story that he's telling as well. Obviously we read it on his bio about how rock and roll died going into the new generation, so it's kind of like him telling the story and partly how it affected him and all of that. But yeah, really cool. Let's get into it.
So bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my
Appreciating Tim's bass as always.
Oh bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
So the whole time Adam was not singing, right? But then in the end, when they came back from the upbeat tempo back to the same tempo that they were just singing, bye bye Mr. American Pie, Adam was singing as well. So I wonder what parts Adam was singing when he joined, right? Yeah.
Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above?
I really liked all the harmonies that they put in when it went upbeat, because you miss so many things here, but then they create so much resonance, and sometimes the harmonies is so strong that it causes overtones in the background, so you hear so many additional parts and you're like, wow, it's so beautiful. And it's just like three of them that's doing the harmonies, or two of them most of the time. It's just like, what?
If the Bible tells you so, how do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw.
Yeah, Austin with it. With the thing that he does, the reverb sounds that he does in the background as well. That was really nice.
Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues.
Yeah, what? Chance was having fun. Yeah, like what?
Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage drunken buck with a pink carnation.
And I like how they're on a shelf. They're like on a they're on a kitchen shelf, and they're together with pictures that are emotional, so kind of like Harry Potter basically. Yeah.
And a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died.
The harmonies.
I started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. That's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, but no verdict was returned. And while Lyndon read a book on Marx, the courts had practice in the park, and we said,
yeah, this is the part that this is the part that a lot of people are gonna miss, because it's like, what's that? Yeah, it's that kind of sweet sound that you easily miss, because it's like everything is so nice, so you easily miss that. You're like, what was that? Unless you're watching the video, you will miss that bit. Yeah. Yeah, let's go back.
Verdict was returned, and while Lyndon read a book on Marx, the courts had practice in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark of the day. The music died. I was singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, and singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter skelter in a summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fallout shelter. 8 miles high and falling fast.
Yo, listen, that slide, as easy as it may sound, it's not always that easy. You get me? Because there are a lot of notes that you need to know where you're ending when you're doing that slide. It's kind of like riffing, right? It's kind of, yeah, kind of running a riff, because you need to know where you're going, right? If not, you're just gonna slide and you're gonna end in somewhere that is like, why do you do that then?
Miles high and falling fast. It landed foul on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass with the jester on the sidelines in a cast. Now the halftime air was sweet perfume, while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance. Oh, but we never got the chance.
So cool, man.
Cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed today? The music died. We started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, and singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble.
This was such a great solo for Tim. He really exercised all that he's been working on so far, because if you look at all the songs that they've been doing, he's been doing a lot of solo work in the in the baritone, getting into the second tenor, range, right? So he's been really working on his high ranges, and you can clearly tell that the guy is improved. He can hold his own in the solo, in all the ranges as well. You know, I'm really curious as to what he can do in the first tenor range, like in the soprano, Austin's range, right?
Start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble. Jack, be quick. Jack, splash that on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil.
The pictures on the shelves are really like it's really old videos of history of how the culture used to be when people actually were happy. Where people were happy to be who they were. Now it's just everyone is just angry. it's such a crazy dynamic how things are. Like everyone's just angry at the world now. Why? You know, see, the world, people have changed. The world hasn't. The world has always been the same thing. we've always wanted the same thing. We've always been, nature's always been the same thing. I mean, it evolves biologically, sure, but it's always been the same. We have changed, you see. So it's like we're angry. Angry at what? It's our fault. It's our fault. We are the reason why we're angry. We need to fix it. We need to sort something out. And Don McLean and Qofyreacts are gonna fix it. Okay, all right. That's enough of my rant about history. Let's go.
Set on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend.
Come on, Adam.
Oh, and as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fist of rage.
Come on,
no angel born in hell could break that Satan's spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night,
and this time, Chance has taken on the mantra of the bass, and he's slaying it as usual.
to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight. The day the music died, and he was singing, bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove me Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news.
Yeah, this is where he started getting into the speech style singing, right?
But she just smiled and turned away. And I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play.
Man.
In the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the three men I admire most,
Something happened there.
and the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast. The day the music died.
Come on.
And they were singing, bye bye Miss American Pie.
You see, so this time Adam is singing, right? So not sure what part he was singing. Probably joining in the first tenor or joining rope with his part.
Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys are drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die.
Tim. Beautiful. So they had so they had both of them going. Nice. Yo, this was beautiful, man. Shout out to the legend Don McLean. Yo, listen, this was great. This lived up to the anticipation, man. Really enjoyed it. And yes, I know my pillow made an appearance. I know. All right, go back to bed. All right, guys, if you want to see my pillow, catch me on this coming Saturday, probably at 8 p.m. UK time on my live stream, because I do live streams on the weekends. I think once or twice a month or something like that. Yeah, I do live streams, so guys, catch me on my live stream. It's really fun. We really have a lot of good fun. So if you want to see my pillow make another appearance, catch me on my live stream. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm glad I checked this out. Shout out to the team, shout out to the Qofy gang that shouted me out. I appreciate all of you. I'm really excited. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any other recommendations, let me know in the comment sections below, or slide in my DMs on Instagram. The Qofy gang will be back with more fresh reaction videos. So stay tuned, and we're out.